Do you still remember? Do you still remember the first time that you stumbled onto the beach, where your feet touched the icy water and you ran back to your mother? But you couldn't take your eyes away from that vast and shining ocean. The sheer energy, power, and life exuded by the roaring waves and the endless blue enticed you to yearn for more. You couldn't resist the urge to go back in again, to feel the cold, to feel alive, to feel life in its purest form. At that moment, the ocean around you and your mother became one. And you were home. But now we've lost what we once took for granted. We build our home upon these fields that we grow our crops, the water supply that we drink, and the air that we breathe. However, these very foundations of our daily lives are now under a threat that is turning our home against us. But it's not too late, just yet. Do you still remember? The first time you ran into the wilderness by yourself to get away from the world and looked up where you thought you were alone, only to find a whole new world around you. You paused, and all you could hear was your heartbeat. You took a deep breath, but then you first noticed the birds chirping away, then the insects, then the wind, then the whole orchestra of the entire forest bloomed for you all at once. The world has never been more alive around you. You stood there as the forest embraced you whole, and at that moment, you never felt more alone and surrounded all at the same time. And you were home. But now, we've got nowhere left to breathe, nowhere left to escape to. Driving through the mountains you used to hike, you can see the tree stumps and the destroyed habitats of the animals. Walking down the city streets, you can touch the pollution all around us, from the car fumes poisoning the air we breathe to the plastics polluting the water we drink. Looking into the future, you can walk across a barren land filled with trash, ravaged by fire and floods. Wandering through all that's left, you can only hear the sound of silence, left behind by the destruction of a place we used to call home. But it's still not too late to stop what will happen. Saving the environment is not just a duty for you and me or a task for the younger generation. It's a responsibility shared by all of us to preserve the place we call home. Nothing expensive or out of your reach. Just start from the little things. Pick up the next piece of trash you see. Reuse and recycle more often than not. Make smarter consumer choices. Invest in cleaner options. Voice your concerns, cast your vote, talk to your legislators. Make a difference, starting from the smallest actions possible that together will bring the biggest impact for the environment. We have to hold on. To all the conversations that were left behind on these streets, to all the deep breaths we took in these woods, to all the smells of flowers and mud as you ran through the woods after the rain, to all the laughter stemmed from late-night spontaneous adventures, to all the friendships that flourished as the waves crashed in and out, to all the unbearable loneliness we felt, to the eventual independence we learned to accept, to the realization that being alone no longer means being lonely. All of these moments out of our memories, emotions out of our insecurities, and lessons out of our lives are all aspects of life, of Earth, and of the environment. It's time to be conscious. It's time to take action and preserve all that is good. Secure the next 100 years. For you, for me, and for those who come after us.